Look, I had to come live on y'all for my Friday video, man. Y'all know I made a decision and a dedication and a proclamation to get y'all videos every Wednesday and every Friday so we can continue. How you say the a luda continua?
Really,
You know what I'm saying? The struggle continues, you guys. Listen, so I had to bring y'all. This is my first day on the new job. This is my first day delivering a new route for another newspaper. It's one of the newspapers that be on the route. Like when I'm delivering the regular ones that we be delivering, I be seeing it. I be like, You know what I'm saying? So then I was on Craigslist gigs and I was like, all right, man, let me see what they talk about on here. Let me see if, I can get a little couple, you know what I'm saying? A little couple dollars off of this thing. And I found them and said, man, hold it like this. I found them and said, if I can integrate that into, what I'm already doing, it won't be that much of a hassle to integrate. It's something that I'm already doing, and it'll give me a little spike in my income, and that's what we need, right? Everybody needs some more money, so I need the little spike. What I want to bring to you guys though is the message, right? It's tough. I'm trying to figure out how to formulate it. When you know for certain, because a lot of times we guess, but when you know for certain that you have talents and you have abilities and you have things that you can do, you have things that you're good at, you have value that you can bring, and it's documented, you've done it, you gotta, it's like having a report card in school, right? You get all A's, so when you go into an environment and they're like, well, the test is going to be hard, you're less afraid because you have a history of performing well in tested environments. Make sense? So for me, it's tough because all of the stuff that I do for money now is bottom dweller activity. It's bottom dweller activity for me. Like, blessings and salutations to the people that make, this their desired career path. And if you can blow it up, then by all means, blow it up. But the world is changing, right? And people with consumables, things that whether it be tabloids, food, stuff like that, the stuff is just moving faster. So when you're talking about magazines and newspaper, the industry, I don't even know, the industry is on it's on life support. They do a CPR to the industry. I don't know how it works, because so much of the stuff is online. And so many of the people are now outside of their normal rhythm. So the people that would, get their daily news one way, they could get it 7 other ways, and then it's instant. They don't have to wait for somebody to deliver it. They don't have to pay for the service. It's a lot. And then the industry is run, like, let's say the newspaper industry specifically, is run by advertisers, people that advertise in these mediums, and that's what keeps the business going. Advertisers know that that's a bad ROI. There's not a lot of people looking to buy your thing or go to your event or, stay up to date based on reading it on physical paper, right? So that part right there is tough. But for me specifically, it's the activity and the action, right? The dreams that I have are entirely too big for the industry, right? This ain't no go to Disneyland budget. That ain't what's gonna happen if this is what I do. You can't go to Disneyland, you can't sniff Disneyland, you can't even have lunch at Disneyland on this here budget. This is all I'm saying. So for me, it's tough because you have to have a duality in the way that you approach life. You have to have a duality. You have to be, on one hand, I know this, but on one hand, I can't be too good to do whatever it takes to bring in some level of income, because if not, then you starve. Then you're like, well, I'm too good for this. I should be doing this. You got to execute, right? You got to live in execution. And if you don't execute at a high enough level and fast enough, then you have to suffer the consequences of mediocrity. Now, we had our first delivery, so let's get out the car, y'all. What'd you say? All right, sorry, y'all. Trying to get this figured out with how you hold the tablet and go live at the same time, man. There's some kinks that you got to get figured out, but y'all understand what I'm talking about. But when you come and the service in which you bring is, places like this, right? You come to places like this and you bring them newspapers that 9 times out of 10, most people aren't going to read. So you only need 10. So the value in which that you're bringing to the environment, right, isn't a lot. But I can't be afraid of actually doing the work until I live in the excellence that I know that lives inside of me. So the message that I want to give you, right, is don't be afraid to do the work in your pursuit of doing the work. Don't be afraid of doing things that you might feel is beneath you. Don't be afraid to overcome your current hurdles and adversity with work, right? Life is tough for me, right? Especially right now with the year ending and personal stuff and all of the stuff, right? I'm a parent to kids, so it's always stuff. You know, I'm a black man in America. There's stuff. There's always going to be stuff, right? All right, we're getting back in. Give me 1 second. Figure it out. Here. You hold that. All right, we back in action. Now I got to figure out what the next delivery spot is, but there's always going to be stuff. So what I want to let you know is don't let the stuff dictate you, who you are, and how you operate. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. What you deserve is to be able to live the life that you feel like you deserve, right? You feel, whatever life is inside of your dreams and all of your stuff. You deserve to live that life. Now, the tough part is actually getting there. You got to get there. And there's so many people that give you so much, right? There's so many people on YouTube alone, right? Some of my favorites, right? Eric Thomas, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher, Myron Golden, amazing. Alex Hermosi, man, I don't even like dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't even like. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lightweight Alex Hermosi hater. Hell no, dog. But there is not a better guy. When you're talking about practical business conversations and understanding and helping you analyze how to go from zero to real big, there's not a better guy that I've seen. The way that he breaks it down for everybody to understand without using certain vernacular and jargon and stuff like that. It's amazing, right? So there's so many people that give you so much, but the problem is they're giving it to you from the perspective of being on the top of the mountain. And for me, and I know maybe for you as well, that's difficult because you start to question, when you're at the bottom, can you make it? When you're going through adversity, can you build something worth something? Can you create something worth having? Can you go from obscurity to something? And your journey then is filled with so much doubt. There's so much doubt in, can it be you? Right? There's the places in which we come from, the environments in which we live, and the schools in which we go to and stuff like that. It literally dictates how much you believe in you, right? So because 9 times out of 10, we're not conditioned or even taught to believe in us. We're hyper focused on becoming fans of others is what the easier path is, right? So it's easier for you to root for your favorite team than it is for you to root for yourself. because you're not taught that rooting for yourself is how you make your dreams become a reality. Theirs are it's already in front of them, right? Your favorite athlete is living the life of their dreams. The person, your favorite TV star, is living the life of their dreams. They don't need more of you rooting for them to believe in themselves, because them getting to where they have gotten came from belief, came from belief. Let's see what that does.
It's like we're back with the time zone. Okay, now it's good. Good.
It's picked up from where it was.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes 57.
All right, so look, guys, I want to give you these principles from a person that's literally living in a real horrible, right? Like, for me, this is very unfavorable. For me to even get this opportunity, it came from looking at the Craigslist ad and being like, man, I don't really want to do that, because I don't want to do this. This is not right. And it's not difficult, right? And it's not because it's hard or nothing like that. I'm literally I got to drive to the place, drop the paper off. My son even does the dropping the paper off part for me. So, right, it's not that I got to do a lot, but it's that we deserve more, if that makes sense. So I want to give you the principles from the perspective of the person on the bottom that may be going through what you're going through or worse, and letting you know that if I'm not giving up, you shouldn't either, right? If I still believe, you should believe as well. If I have to go through these layers of, because, and then the adversity is going to hit when you try to go for better. So when I applied for the job, they accepted the thing, and then they said they didn't want to pay me my negotiated price because I'm already in the industry. I'm not taking the other price that you had. So they said they didn't want to pay me my negotiated price. I'm like, all right, yeah, no, I'm gonna need that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. I don't know if the place, all right, I think I gotta turn the corner, but I'm gonna need my negotiated price. And then they said, when you first start out, a person has to ride with you. Bro, it's me and my kids in the car. I'm not, no, you not. And then, like, on picking the papers up, like, today is the day that I start, right? And picking the papers up, the lady like, I'm just getting over from a cold, and you want to get in a car with me? What the? Like, again, I gotta, like, give you guys a little context, because, you know what I'm saying? We might be brand new friends. We might not be long time friends, right? I don't know if y'all know me like that. I'm from the trenches, y'all. Like, even doing this is a test of character, because I know how to do things, illegal things, to get some money. And I'm talking about real money, not no couple dollars. I know how to, like, get to the chicken for real. So it's tough for me because I have to overcome these situations, and I had to figure out a way to professionally say, you're not getting in my car. You're not getting in my car. And I'm going through life, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm going through life. But I also got to think about, how do I professionally tell this person, you're not riding with me? Now, I understand why business will want to ride with the people. You want to make sure it happens. You want to know that they got it and all of the good. That's great. But I do this. I got you. I'll get the papers delivered. You ain't riding in the car with me, Joe. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then take the risk and then have that anxiety of, oh, they're not going to accept me. And listen, it's time to level up. It's time to do what you know you're capable of. It's time to make it happen. Whatever it is that you want, it's time to make it happen. Now it's time to go for it. It's time to stop waiting. It's time to stop playing, because the people around you are suffering because you're not willing to go hard. The people around you are suffering because you're making excuses for yourself. You still sitting down talking about the reasons why you can't do it and how hard it is. It's time to make it happen. And that is a reminder of a person that's doing his best to make it happen, in pursuit of making it happen. And I'm going to continue bringing you guys along for the journey so I can show you, hey, remember that video I did a year ago? Listen, in the process between the recording of that video and now, I made it happen. So, with that being said, guys, sincerely, from my family to yours, this is the last video of 2023. So it's love, man. I appreciate you guys. We grew a little bit at the end of the year when I finally figured out like how to maneuver this YouTube stuff. It's been a journey that alone has been a headache. But we figured it out. I still don't personally know how to get no views on my long videos. I gotta figure out the thumbnail and the title combo to make people want to click all of this. We're gonna continue growing, and we'll see you guys in 2024.